Something quite startling that I read when I was going through all of your work is that beauty and hair products marketed to Black women often contain the most toxic ingredients.
Yes, that is known as environmental injustice. So that's one of the, I would say, the most tragic circumstances that we're facing as a society, is that the people who are exposed to the most amount of toxins are low-income people and people in ethnic groups. And so some of these products that are marketed specifically to Black girls contain some of the worst ingredients I have ever seen. And I think it should be outlawed. Like you said, the fragrances, the endocrine disruptors, these harsh detergents, some formaldehyde releasers. Formaldehyde's a human carcinogen. What place does it have in a beauty and personal care product? It doesn't. It needs to be removed. There needs to be better regulations and better protection for vulnerable populations.
I was doing some research and I looked at Harvard Health, and it said 50% of products advertised to Black women contain endocrine disruptors, which are those disruptors that are going to impact their hormones, increase their chance of things like cancer, infertility, etc., compared to roughly 7% that are advertised to white women. And these endocrine disruptors can impact fertility and increase their chance of getting cancer.
Hello guys, welcome back again to another video on the channel. So for this video, I really wanted to share this particular one as some sort of prelude. And mind you, this is not the first, second, or even just a few in the countless list if you actually want to go down that rabbit hole. This is just one of, or should I say, a snippet of the concerns that Black people, especially Black women, face in the industry concerning our hair care product, our beauty product, where we have in certain instances of things like this being the case. And for like age old, our concerns have been mostly ignored, or should I say waved away. Usually they come up with economic reasons or social reasons to kind of gaslight Black people into thinking that instances aren't intentionally manufactured, right? Or at the very least, products of their general ignorance and nonchalance towards the people that are essentially the most consumers of their product at most times. So guys, don't forget to like this video, guys. Also subscribe, guys, to get updates and notifications when I post more videos like this, because this particular video now is going to be about boycotts, the entire discourse surrounding this boycott, and I'm also going to be tagging the TikTokers right there on the screen so it's more visible, in case for those of you that would like to go on and do your own further research, see how you would like to contribute to the cause. Now with all of that said, let's get straight into the videos.
If any video should go viral, it's this one. Tomorrow is September 1st, the first round of Black Hair Month, a chance for us to collectively start the change. This is not the last, but this will be the first time in history we move as one. This is more than hair. This is about value, about dignity, about power. For too long, we've been told we're just consumers, not decision makers. For too long, we've been fed products that damage us, scalp burns, hair loss, cancers, and expecting us to quietly keep paying. Tomorrow that ends. Tomorrow we remind them we are not a niche. We are not just an afterthought. We are the market. And without us, there is no industry. And if we can shift one industry, we can shift them all. This is the moment the table turns, the moment the pot tips in our favor. Every single woman and every single man who takes part adds weight to the scale, and together we become unstoppable. They don't believe in us, but I do. They don't see our power, but tomorrow they will. September 1st is not the end. It's the beginning. History starts now, and we don't clap for crumbs.
Did y'all see the video of the guy that posted if all Black women stopped buying hair care products for 30 days, the impact that it would have on the world? He posted a video and it blew up. All the comments are wanting to do it and how do we do it and all of those kinds of things. So from what I'm seeing, the revolution is going to start September the 1st. And he also posted the impact that it would have on the world. And I'm just going to kind of glance over what he said. Day one, he said that the local or the retailer, the chain stores, they would start calling emergency meetings, seeing if there was a boycott of something that they missed out on. Then he said day 2 to 4, Korea and South Asian owned distributors would start calling the store owners, asking them what's going on with the orders. Meanwhile, social media is being flooded with DIY videos, how-tos, tips, tricks, and things of that nature. Day 5 to 7, stocks would start sitting still and weekly targets are not getting met. So then the online stores try to do flash sales and stuff to get our attention to try to reel us back in to get us to buy their product. But us black women, we are sticking to our guns and boycotting. And then he said day 8 to 12, the media starts picking up on the story and doing stories about what's going on and all that good stuff. And they would say, like, the black beauty dollar is disappearing. Day 13 to 17, the social media influencers start picking sides. Either they're going to stay with the wigs or they stick with their products, their contracts and things of that nature, or they join the boycott and they start doing the DIY stuff behind the scenes that they know about. And then some of the beauty store owners start posting public apologies and asking what they can do to help and things of that nature. But then you also have those stickler companies that are sticking to their guns and not budging at all. Day 18 to 21 or 22 is when the small black-owned companies start to see a surge in their product, in their purchases. And these are the small companies that you can purchase directly from them. And then other social medias, TikToks and Instagrams and things of that nature, their lives are being, like, live video posts are being flooded with recipes and tips from the direct source itself. By day 22 to 25, the big brands actually start panicking and they start sending out emails to their multicultural consultants. Days 26 to 29, they start to restore the revenue between the US and the UK sector brand and dropping billions with a B of dollars. Investors start to notice. Product managers and retailers start to get fired. Now it's day 30 and a full month later, and it's clear that the black beauty consumer isn't just a niche. She is the market, and for once, he said she knows it. We know it. We need to find our worth. We need to know our worth. We talk about our power and our worth, but if we actually decide to use it, it would purely be game over for anybody else. And then he said, we decode the myth, and we don't clap for crumbs. So, September the 1st is the day that we're supposed to start. I'm going to post his name so you can go look at the video yourself because I missed about a whole bunch of stuff in the video. But it's a great idea. It's a great concept. It's a great cause. It's a great purpose. Go look at it, like it, share it, and get behind the cause.
Imagine if black women all across the world stopped buying hair products for 1 month, just one. Here's what would happen day by day. We'll never guess what happens by day 30. Day 1, major retailers panic. Beauty supply stores, Amazon, even Tesco and Target see a dip. They start calling emergency meetings and wondering if it's a boycott. Day 2 to 4, Korean and South Asian owned distributors start calling store owners and wondering what's going on with these orders. Meanwhile, social media is flooded with DIY hair care tips, product swaps and natural styles. Day 5 to 7, stocks start sitting still and weekly targets are getting missed. So online stores try and do flash sales, but black women aren't budging. Days 8 to 12, media picks it up, think pieces drop, and news segments with headlines saying black beauty dollar disappearing, and those influencers, the ones who were silent, they start picking sides. Days 13 to 17, some beauty store owners start posting public apologies. Others double down. We've always supported the community. And a few offer black brands better shelf placements out of fear. Days 18 to 21, smaller black-owned hair care brands start to see a surge. Those ones who are still handmade and sell directly to consumer. Instagram and TikTok lives are flooded with founders, recipe sharing, and real talks about ingredients. Days 22 to 25, big brands start panicking. Emails start going out to their multicultural consultants. Marketing teams rush out apology rebrands. We hear you, we see you. Basically, just buy us again. Days 26 to 29, store revenue between the US and the UK beauty sector drop millions. You guys are making me want to start a revolution. Investors start to notice, product managers and retail buyers get fired. Quiet calls start to go out. Can we partner with black founders now? Day 30, a full month later, and it's clear. The black beauty consumer isn't just a niche. She is the market. And for once, she knows it. We talk about power, but if we decided to actually use it, like are you deep in that? Game over. Follow if you're done watching passively. We decode the myth, and we don't clap for crumbs.
Here are some brands that will not be getting our dollars come September 1st. Shea Moisture is not a black-owned business. Although they used to be, they are now owned by Unilever. And then, of course, Maya Organics is not a black-owned business. They are owned by Procter & Gamble and currently have a couple of class action lawsuits against their products. Cantu was never black-owned. It is owned by PDC Brands, and they like to say that the company is black-led. Yeah, y'all can't get our dollars, sorry. Make sure we are staying woke during this boycott. We have another one here for you because Mane and Tail is not a black-owned business. It's owned by a family based out of Pennsylvania and was originally for actual horses. Africa's Best is not black-owned. This brand is actually owned by House of Cheatham, as well as Aunt Jackie's, who is also owned by House of Cheatham. I did a deep dive into this. This was shocking to me. So Aunt Jackie's and Africa's Prize, they cousins, so they can't get our dollars. Let me see who else we got on the list, honey. Ooh, Africa's Pride. They are also owned by PDC Brands, and they are the same brands that own Shea Moisture. So yeah, they can't get our dollars. Now, who is this Curl Show, honey? They knew, but I bet you they are not black owned, honey, but they are marketing to us. Who else we got down here? Africa's Best. These relaxers, y'all stay clear of these relaxers. They are also involved in major lawsuits right now as we speak. Cream of Nature was never black owned. They're actually owned by Revlon. Yeah, so that's just to name a few. September 1st is right around the corner. Let me know in the comments if you're still on board.
So this is Del Boy, and you may have seen his most viral video about what would happen if black women stopped spending with hair shops for 30 days. Now, this has turned into a big movement, and on September the 1st, 2025, we are going to do this social experiment, okay? Which means all black women across the world stop spending with hair shops. This is a social experiment to really see whether or not we contribute to the hair industry and whether or not we make shit shake with our money. We are not telling you to stop wearing your braids, to stop wearing your wigs. What we are saying is do not buy from any hair shops that is not black owned, okay? So for the whole month of September, if you really need something, you should go to black owned hair shops. Now, let me make this very clear. We are not forcing anyone who doesn't want to do it. That is not our goal here. We are not chastising any other black women who don't want to take part. It's for the black women that do want to take part to see the results of this social experiment. So Del Boy put out this statement in saying, this isn't a trend. This is a movement. Black women have been carrying this fight for far too long, and it's time we all stand shoulder to shoulder, black men included. Boycotting hair products that profit from us while disrespecting us is not just an act of protest, it's a stand for dignity, respect, and our collective power. I'm not done speaking on it, and I'm not done showing up for it. If you're serious about the change, don't just scroll past. Repost the video, repost someone else's, tag your friends, flood the feed until the message is impossible to ignore. Every share is a statement, every voice counts. Together, we keep this alive until real change comes. So I don't know about anybody else, but I will be taking part in the boycotting of hair products on the 1st of September, and I will also give you my feedback of how it goes. You already know I wear my little headscarves, so I don't mind walking on road with my little headscarves. Black women are truly magnificent when it comes to making something out of nothing, and I feel like this is, you know, it will flex your creativity a bit. 1st of September, boycotting hair products, only buying from black owned hair shops. Let's see how this goes.